Hi everyone, this is your coach for personality and motivation for today. Today we'll be talking on a topic which is very common but very rare, that is communication. And on the top, we make certain mistakes during communication. Today we'll be talking about 7 mistakes that we commit during communication. Starting with the first one, most of us say yes when actually we do not want to say that and we want to say no. Have you ever heard of an example or faced a situation when your friend asked for your motorbike and you never wanted to give him because it was new and you never had given it to somebody other than yourself, and you were compelled to say, okay, take it. So that is one big mistake we commit in communication. The second point that we have is we react very fast. We don't respond. There's a difference between reaction and response. When we see a cockroach, we react. But actually, when we are in this society, we respond. Wrong reaction tends us to lose friends and relations too. Definitely don't ever get anybody make you react, but be always ready to respond. And the third point comes, never cross the line of someone's privacy. Be it in your home, be it in the society, and especially in the offices. If somebody is talking to you, communicating with you, it is purely professional. Purely and purely. A lady communicates with you, works with you, you can't expect that you can cross her privacy, her private line. She would be married, she would be unmarried. A man with a woman's relation with a man, a married with married versus married, single versus married. So many examples can be quoted, but never cross the line of privacy. Then we come across written communication, which means we come to the fourth point. Keep correspondence also professional. Earlier we were discussing about the verbal communication and relationships. In communication, we had discussed 3 mistakes, and the fourth mistake which is committed by us is don't rush to hit that send button. Sometimes we write a mail and we are too eager to send it immediately to elicit a good response. That is not correct. A very big mistake that we commit. Because it is written, you can straight away rectify it. You can change the sentences. You can also change the whole matter once for all. Sometimes the meaning of the entire communication comes to be different. So never be eager to press the send button while you are communicating through an email. Sometimes hurrying through an email and sending it also makes us miss attachments and annexures. The fifth mistake that we commit is undermining an email for good news or bad news. That is definitely egoistic. We want to give a good news of promotion to our subordinate, but we are too egoistic to tell him that, see, my boss gave you an increment or a raise or a promotion. So what do I do is I send it through an email. Why shouldn't I go and communicate it to him directly, face to face? See the joy on his face, enjoy that. So why not? Similarly, if we have to give a bad news, we don't have the courage to give that bad news to that particular person. So what we do is we send an email of something sad which has happened to his family or a relative far away, we should go and communicate to him directly and compose him. So that is one mistake we commit. The sixth mistake which we commit or deliberately commit is avoiding difficult conversation, whether it is regarding a breakdown in the production unit or a lost target in sales or a lost target in the maintenance of a plant. Sometimes we have to complain about our employees. We feel that we should not converse and we keep on delaying it till the whole matter comes to our head. We are blamed for that. So why should we delay the conversation which is of a difficult nature? This is one big mistake that we commit. And the seventh mistake, the last but not the least, is assuming that people have understood our instructions. People have understood what we have said. We should not assume. We should definitely recheck whether the message has been sent through or whether he has understood, or has there been a barrier in communication which is also known as semantic barrier, where we say something, he understands something else and does something else. So friends, in today's topic, I believe this is enough to understand the mistakes we commit in the communication. In my next topic, I will take up more about communication. Till then, bye.